And we are in. So how's everyone?
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Glad to be back.
Hey, so today, Sunday, Sunday fun day. How's
Right?
everyone's week been?
Just peachy, my friend. How about yours?
Not bad, not bad. Well, over here on my end, I've been practicing on some intro beats for the podcast, and I shared them with you, Alan, and with Josue. Right, Josue? What do you guys think?
Right.
Yeah.
And
I enjoyed both of them.
yes. I mean, okay. And Josue was saying that there should be a third option, and I agree 100%. But what beat though? I both of them I think are non-copyright. So I'm think like something techy, like a techno, or like a Ghost in the Shell. I'm thinking. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I
I
don't
was
mind.
thinking- I was thinking
Yeah,
we should
go ahead,
put in.
Josue.
I was thinking we should put in uh maybe like a cowboy. No, I'm kidding.
Like the
Yeah,
roundabout, like a guitar solo.
Not like a whiplash, like psha.
Okay.
I see. Should it be like towards the end, towards the middle, or should it be just one whip and the voiceover?
Just one long whip. Like really
that
long.
sound effect of the whip coming and bam at the end.
Yeah.
So with that, I think that should be like a. I don't know if you guys noticed the timeline on it. It was 10 seconds. I didn't know what to say. I actually said whatever and it came out nicely. But I said it a bunch of times, like over like a minute's worth of recording, and I was happy with those 10 seconds. Like those 10 seconds are like random. Like one is like 15 seconds in, and the other one is like literally the last minute, the last seconds, the last few seconds of recording. And I did that like over and over, and like, okay, this sounds corny, okay, this'll do. No, I like a bunch of times. And then when I was happy with the voice, I of course mastered it. I don't know if you guys also saw the sample that I said how it sounds when I master the voice over, right? With the video.
I mean, I just heard the two samples that you sent me, and I thought they sounded really clean.
The ones with my cell phone,
yeah.
I think.
I don't know if they were with your cell phone or not, but I mean, everything played well with each other. The little backdrop snippet and your voice over it. It was really clean. I enjoyed both of them. I just wanted to know if there was a third option, just
There
like a
is.
tiebreaker.
There is, and
Are
also
you working on it?
yeah, and but I also gave an example of the ability of recording with having this was with Josue. Ironically, I feel like it mixes in with his project that he's doing. But I shared a video like during the week of how your voice sounds when you're following like etiquette for a microphone when recording and mastering it. And it's a video that I shared two versions. One with my cell phone, exactly same line. I recorded at the same time, showing myself talking, saying random stuff, and then editing just the microphone, how it sounds, and the AC over here in my room blasting off, and how it sounds with my phone, and how it sounds through the microphone. Edit it with me doing mastering on it.
Right.
And yeah, and I just wanted to see there's this potential, even though there's an air conditioning unit blasting. I want to say, how far is the window? So like 5 feet? No, 5
Yeah.
feet. I say like 5 feet, like away from me. If there's just positioning, you don't have to do a lot of big things. Just have the microphone and have like an etiquette or a physics, basically knowing physics and knowing how sound works. Just little physical things that reduces the stress during editing or mastering it in Adobe or in Audacity. It helps a lot. And the microphone, it's not an expensive unit. Like I wanted to text you, Alan, later in the week if if you wanted to, I could hook you up with a microphone or pitch in with a microphone.
What type of microphone were you thinking about?
Samsung Q2U. It's both an XLR and it has the option for both XLR and USB. And that USB is universal. Like if you have an adapter, like I tested the microphone. If I saw videos and you can record on your phone with a USB-C adapter, and you can plug in your it has a headphone jack and everything, and you can raise and lower the volume directly from the microphone and the mute switch. But if you follow the etiquette of, it's a dynamic microphone, and if you literally speak like the radio announcer from like UFC, you see that like stick microphone that he's holding, like ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Like that one, you know what?
That sounds
That one, it's like right now they were like $60, but right now they're like 40 or even less, and I'll help you pitch in if anything. This is just, so that we can have all consistency in the podcast space, and like understanding how your room might be, because I know it's hot and it's going to be cold and all those things. So the more literally you can control a lot of that extra that outside interference with a microphone that's not super expensive, like a Yeti or a Yeti. I'm thinking the Yeti mostly. And for Josue, literally he wanted portability, right, Josue? And that's been helping you a lot in other projects in school.
Mm-hmm.
And with you, Alan, you can literally record whatever you're recording on your phone, plug it in with the USB adapter, and have it like, you're making an impromptu video, and have the microphone like the news people, the news anchors, with that stick microphone, and it's professional, but the quality is on point, especially on Android.
Okay.
Did he go away?
Oh, I don't know. That's why I kind of went quiet.
Yeah, I heard him say okay. I'll resend him the email. Oh no! Hi.
Sorry.
No, you good? You good?
I was just gonna ask you. So, how much is the actual mic?
The mic, like $40, 40 or 50. I'll pitch in. Like we can talk later and pitch in. And I'll pitch in easily because if that way I'll help.
If you send me a link to the actual product, I'll definitely take a look, see through. But yeah, I mean, like afterwards, perhaps like during the week, if we can get in touch over the phone or something, so you can break down what it is, what I need, or what I would need for the mic, as far as any add-ons or anything like that.
And not really, it'd be just a microphone and a USB Type-C adapter. I could easily hook you up with one myself. I have spare, at least 1 or 2 spares, so I could give you one. And that way you can have yourself. I remember you and Edgar had one, so that way you at least have 2. I would have 2. I have 3, but if I give you one, I'd have 2. So I'm okay with giving USB-Cs away, adapters.
The USB. I mean, we have those here.
Okay.
Have quite a few.
And the ones
the
ones that work, I've seen that work properly, are the ones that come with the Samsung devices, are the ones that we have back in the day. I don't know if you have one, like super portable one.
I have. I mean, for as connectors, I have Anker ones. I have the Samsung one.
Even better.
And I mean, the one I use right now is a braided one, so really good quality.
Yes, it is. But yeah, that's like small. Like so, if anything, you just need the mic.
The mic.
And do you have wired headphones by any chance?
Yeah, I have the what's it called? The Audio Technica MX50s.
From the phone, right? They came with wired or wireless?
No, the Audio Technica I actually bought separately. I guess you can call them studio quality headphones.
Yeah.
They just don't have a mic.
And then with this, you could even make phone calls and still nobody would know. Your audio quality would even go up with this, and you can still hear them.
Right. And, I mean, also besides that, the Audio Technica headphones, they're just like for sound quality. Like you can hear, it's very like good on the mids and the lows. It's not very punchy with the bass, but I mean, it's a overall like true or true to the actual, I guess you could say, sound quality or vocals when you listen to audio. Uh, when they're connected. I mean, I was looking into buying a set of Surface Headphone 2s or the Sony ones that have actual mic connected to them. But again, that's I'm just spitting.
Yeah, throwing darts. Yeah,
spitballing.
yeah, no. This for the mic is like if you want to future improve like your audio for any other projects, but in mobility, like it give you a sense of professionality for any other project, but also in with your phone or your computer, you can play. It gives you that versatility if you want to go straight into the computer.
Right.
And they sound awesome. And with your headset right now, you just it has an adapter to plug it into the back. Like Josue's design is different compared to the one that I'm telling you. But if anything, yours is more is yours metal or it's metal? Yeah, Josue and I have the same one. It's metal, but in quality, Josue's microphone and I are I think a little bit bigger. I want to say. But at the same time, you have to have an etiquette, and the one that I'm telling you is very consistent in voice quality and not forgiving. I want to say forgiving in an etiquette of talking with a microphone in any environment. Yeah. So phone calls, you talking or doing an impromptu project, you can do that and pop it with your camera on the default camera, and you're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I was brainstorming with Josue. When was that? On Tuesday, I think, Josue?
I don't remember.
When we went to, we went out finally.
Oh, very good.
We went out on a food excursion, if you will.
Excursion, yes.
A safari, if you will.
So, where'd you end up going in?
Rooster's Market.
Okay. But what were the options that you selected? Were they sandwiches or like?
My brother, my little brother also went with us. He picked a roll with bacon, egg, and cheese with pepper jack or Munster. I think one of those two. I think you have the.
Now, was this breakfast? Sorry.
No, it was
lunch, or was it like brunch?
Brunch, yeah, brunch. I was gonna say late breakfast. I think you have the microphone that's farther away from the one that the microphone headphone right now. You have it off. You sound
Sounds weird.
Yeah, you sound farther away. And
like far away.
Like I'd say, I can hear more of the AC than your voice. Like your voice is like 30% and the AC is 70. And like I heard like a plop, like it fell or something.
Oh no, that was the actual noise canceling.
No, I mean there you go.
Sounds better.
Yeah, what was that? I heard a zipper.
Oh, that was again me taking it off the charger.
Oh, it was okay. My bad. I thought it was something else. That one is the one that has the microphone.
Right.
Is that the wireless one?
Yeah, that's the wireless ones. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Give me a sec.
Yeah. So, Josue, you want me to attempt to edit a little bit of the audio on your project? A little bit. I'm not gonna do anything.
Does that sound better?
Yeah. Let's see. Do the mic test. 1, 2, 3.
Like my name is Jeff.
3. Hello, my name is Jeff.
Hey. Yeah. Like literally with Jose like a few minutes ago.
Right.
We were doing some pointers, right, Jose, for your project. And
Yeah.
it was a scientific endeavor project that he was doing. And I don't want to give details. Like I think that's Josue's because it was a good project. In the way of presenting, I'd say it's 100. But in like,
Well, I was gonna say
Yeah.
like the way Marco explained it, I was like Marco is like the way he's making it sound like if I was trying to shoot a movie or like do a
Yes.
voiceover for a movie.
yes,
And I tell him Marcos, I'm like, listen, Marcos, they understand that I'm in a room. I'm not in the best situations. Like I'm not in the studio, so I'm like, if it's
Yeah.
clear enough for them to clearly understand it, then there's no point into like messing with the audio. If there was like a background noise that was too distracting, then it would
Right.
make sense to do something. Like for example, the AC. I didn't have the AC on when I recorded. I had my ceiling fan, and I reheard it, and I didn't hear the ceiling fan, so it's not distracting enough for them to hear it. So
Right.
I'm like, these are great suggestions, but that seems like a lot of work for something they're not asking for that much work. They're just asking for you to be able to present it and for them to understand it.
and
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
saying like I was
that's
spoiled
valid
and
point.
like I've been spoiled or I became too snobby in that sense. Like, you could
Yes. Yes, you have.
yes, I was like, you could like just like what was your rule that you said you didn't want to have your microphone in camera, right? In the frame?
Well, yeah, because like, so I was like telling him like I was thinking about maybe removing the camera because if I'm gonna do with the camera because they say it's an option to show my face. I don't want them to see like a big like mic in front of my face.
Yeah, it defeats
like-
the purpose of you having your camera actually on.
Yeah. So
And,
I'm like,
Yeah, and
because
I
he's
was
telling
like,
me
he's
that
got
I
a
should have
point.
like a fist length for the microphone, but I'm like, if I have that with the camera on, then that thing's gonna be like in front of my face.
Right.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, he's like, yeah, he's got a point. I'm just saying, like,
So and that's the thing. That's like that's a distracting thing because they'll be like, oh, look at that mic, it's shiny.
It's
oh
new.
yeah, that too. You were saying about the glare, but obviously because it was your
Yeah.
glasses. But that's
But yeah, but
you
then
need
I
'em.
need that.
Yeah. What else? And another thing that I felt like in hindsight, what I thought about, like I'm being too picky, is that he was a little bit more to the right in his frame, and he was
Oh
he
yeah,
had, like-
I can crop that out.
okay, yeah, that's what I
Okay.
was saying. What else? But
I
this
learned how
was
to do that.
yeah, no, I think everything else the ums, but again, that's for voiceover. That's what
Yeah.
I was saying, like, nah, the script, you got your data, that's what they want. But and I'm saying, okay, what's your cut? My question that I think I didn't convey, what's your cutoff point? Like, okay, this is too much. Is it? And you said that, oh, this is to present data, not to look nice. Yeah, look nice doesn't mean you're giving data,
Well,
and
I mean,
data is
like
what is important in this case.
it's to what's it called? Yeah, it's to present data, but I'm not trying to like make it fancy here. Like I'm not trying to present it to the Queen of England or anything. But it's just something that seems presentable.
Yeah, and at the end, I mean, this was just my opinion. Like, at the end of the day, then the whole thing was good because data. The important part of the presentation was data, and he gave it. He gave it all. I like the little thing at the end, questions, and it cuts off. You said one of the rules was no sound effects or background.
Oh yeah, because he
beat.
told me that he recommends me background music, but I'm like, that's distracting.
True. Like a background music, like you said, like a little car running through the truck, or your little servo. I remember your video had like a sound effect of your little robot running, like the little servos going back and forth. That would be the
Yeah.
sound effect of it driving in the tracks. How many tracks did you use
For what?
for the method that you used for your presentation? You said you used.
I used four.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. I thought it was 2, but it was not. And then
It was one.
it was
It's
one.
like-
No, but I mean, I like the idea of you saying, "Oh, I'm giving it rewards," but then you can over reward it to the point that it gets confused of the track itself.
Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah.
want to spoil it. It's very good. Let's just say that this has a potential to have what? Could this apply for anything besides stuff with wheels or with robotic legs, maybe?
Yeah, in a sense. I would have to switch some things, but yeah, I can.
Like I think your project was involved with it being centered and
Jeff.
following a track. That was the name of it? You gave it the
What?
name of Jeff?
Yeah, Jeff.
I dubbed the Jeff and you chuck it onto the track.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was happy with it. Presentation wise, again, because it was new data and I don't want to say unprecedented, but it was data reporting. I like the style, straight to the point and everything. But I was being like too snobby, like pushing up my metaphorical glasses or what else? Sipping my tea. I was like, you could do a little bit better. But that's just optional, what I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
the facts is what is needed. And that's what he gave. What else? What? Oh yeah, you talk about it. I'm being too talky over here.
Me?
Yeah. Ow! I bumped
Oh,
myself against the microphone. Ow!
He's like, I am. He's like, I am being Jeff since 1998. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my nose. I don't know. I hope I have a big nose now because I freaking headbutted the
Popped
freaking
it?
microphone. Yeah, on my nose. Mm.
Damn.
I think it's red. Whatever. As long as it ain't bleeding.
As long as it ain't bleeding, it's good. It's
Yeah.
good. Just wipe it off.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, okay. So, do you think that? I mean, are you nervous for nervous for the presentation? Also,
Nah, because it's pre-recorded.
are you gonna be sitting over there and ask yourself questions? Like that guy knows a lot. You put yourself a mustache and other
Well, no,
kind of
because
glasses.
I have to sit. I have to sit there and wait because I have to answer questions as well.
Where in the live feed?
Yeah, it's the Zoom meeting.
Okay.
I think,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
something like
Josué?
this. First. Yeah.
Just a quick question, bro. How long is your presentation supposed to be, and about how much time does the professor give the class to ask you questions and for you to answer them?
It's 8 minutes and 5 minutes of questions.
Okay. I'm thinking. I don't know, for whatever reason, I was thinking you have like a between a 15 to 20-minute type of explanation, a breakdown of whatever you're presenting, and then with another 5 to 10 minutes of questions and answers or whatever. Oh, that's nice. 8 minutes. Not too not too long, not too crazy.
Yeah, but the data, it's, I don't know, I'm a geek now for data too, the way that he presents. And I saw you grow with it, so it's kind of, go fly. And you should have seen how he treated his Jeff. This is not a euphemism for his robot, but
Where's robot?
for his schlong,
Whoa, hey.
because he I
It's a
don't know.
family this is a family show, guys.
It was either Jeff or his One Piece.
He's one piece.
Oh man.
Like the one thing everyone's looking for.
The One Piece, a piece of that One Piece. Now, so Alan, would
Yes,
you
sir.
agree or disagree that it's time for anime? Question mark?
I was actually gonna ask you guys, if you been up to date with the news before getting into anime,
Okay, okay.
as far as how the stock market is responding to the devaluation of the dollar, how the dollar is going down in actual price, and how volatile it everything's gone. Uh, Silver and gold have shot through the roof. Shot through the roof. Crazy, but it's gone up quite a substantial amount. Um, and suggestion right here from many people that are in the economic game, uh, have really pushed for people to buy gold and silver assets, more so, or they lean towards actually holding or buying physical gold, physical silver, and holding it for the foreseeable future, maybe a year or two down the road, maybe less, maybe more. The dollar might go down a little bit further, to the point where you can trade in your gold for a substantial amount of money, where you can hold yourself over, because gold and silver are going to retain their wealth or their value a lot better in this volatile market. Also, if you're into Bitcoin, that's another asset you might want to put money into right now while the dollar isn't totally slammed, and have it on the sideline to as an asset that you can use, have some sort of wealth or money that you can use for I guess you can say any downturn in the market where you might need to use it because you're short on cash or something like that. So those three assets would probably be a smart move in your portfolio. And if you have the means, or if you have it already, to hold on to a physical asset, as in like real estate or property, because those are like probably going to be the four assets right now that you can count on a little bit better in the long term or the short term in the volatile market that we're going through right now. The government's pumping trillions of dollars into the market, and you have the two extremes, either inflation or deflation, and neither of them are exactly great for our economy or for us as individuals that need to pay for services and goods in our situations right now, whether that be groceries, transportation, utilities, rent, mortgages. So just a couple of things I wanted to shine a light on, share with you guys, and to the listeners out there that have been following or concerned about what they're hearing, seeing. For the people, I mean, what is it? Today is 26th July, Sunday, and yeah, a lot of people are going into next month with their unemployment checks getting slashed by $600, and a lot of people are really looking forward to that second stimulus check that the government is promising. But again, is that is that something to really be looking forward to, or is that just a detriment to your situation or the situation of the United States as a whole? Might be something people can definitely look into and make a decision on what they should be doing, by either buying some sort of asset that is going to add value to your portfolio, or if you're going to buy and hold certain stocks, or if you're going to just place all your money in the high yield savings account and hope that when ish hits the fan, it doesn't hit it too hard. So yeah, that's my little ramble on for the financial corner of this channel today.
May I give?
Yeah, please interject.
It's not an interjection; it's an observation and analysis
yes,
of the statement. So I feel like there were multiple things that was stated there, right? One is the devaluation or inflation of the dollar. Then there's the stability and increase in value of rare metals. Then there's the raise in prices of goods and services, and then the diversification of your value, may that be rare metals or digital coin, aka Bitcoin.
Right.
So for my there's all of these factors I feel like are influenced in a big scale, macro and micro, right? If we
Right.
they can be broken into big picture and small picture. So for the small picture, for the individual, let's say me, again, the unemployment and all those things is very, very important for the next month. Super, super important to worry about, like where if I can't work, how can I eat or pay my rent and not get evicted? That's
Right.
a big unknown, and the unknown sometimes is scary, right? But
Definitely.
I can't do anything about it, so I can only have it in my mind, but it would only be there without me having a solution. Like, okay, get a job, that would be a solution, right? Nobody's, I mean, there are jobs, and we have to, again, like in stocks, diversify and sell ourselves, right? Like I'm hustling in gig jobs, aka, hustle with the voiceover thing, and different project, expanding my tool belt, or my portfolio of different things that I've done personally, as a personal observation that I feel like applies as an analysis to your statements. The other one, the rare metals, yeah, unfortunately or fortunately, we because of the United States back in the before, have you heard about this statement, the petrodollar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was back in the 70s. It wanted to switch, the national bank wanted to switch their main source of value for their bill from hard metal, or from rare metals, aka gold, silver, and platinum, over to a bigger resource, a bigger pool of resources that can give them an ability to print more money, but without losing value in the money, and aka the oil. That's the 70s. Now today, the value of the resources haven't, I mean, they have diminished, but there's enough resources for more money to be printed, in that sense of inflation. So there's still room, but naturally, coin or bills have an inflation. So the current reason that there could be an inflation is because it's printing much faster, because it's trying to sustain the United States, bigger picture of a country. It's trying to sustain its people, right? Trying to make those people have an income, be able to spend it, and keep the economy moving of the country. And this is just a very general observation, and I don't know if I'm even right in this observations on these points. The other one is, what else? The diversification, 100%. Like, if searching for a job helps you get more money, possibilities for money, the same thing applies when you have some money to invest. The wider, the more options you have for a portfolio, the better. I agree more. I can't agree more. It's 100. I'm with you with that statement. The other one of bigger picture for Bitcoin, there are like countries are constantly competing, and may that be in the market, military, politics, whatever. So I don't know if this is true, but this is what I understand. Bitcoin is not affiliated with any nation, right?
No, it's not.
So
It's an open source type of, if you want to call it a currency or an asset, you can probably call it that. It's open market where anybody is able to actually get into it, and they build it around the technology, which I forgot the name of it.
like it's an exchange of goods for services, right? Something in your computer hardware. There's a
It's
safety.
not really an exchange of goods for services. There you go. Yeah, the source of Bitcoin, or I guess what you can call it, the intrinsic value of Bitcoin comes from the actual blockchain technology that it was made from. It can't be tampered with. There's already a set amount of Bitcoin that's going to be released, and there's already a set date for when the last Bitcoin is going to be made or produced. This keeps there's really no inflation or deflation when it comes to it, which it makes it very distinct from what the fiat currency we use right now, which are the bills that you can have in your wallet or
pennies,
whatever you have in
point,
your
yeah.
you have in your bank account. I mean, there's a lot of pros that you can attribute to having Bitcoin. Compared to the fiat currency that we have, the only reason we have or we think the money that we have in our wallets actually is worth anything is based on the faith that we have with for it. But to be quite honest, when you look at, I guess you can say, the bigger picture, the world reserve currency is the dollar. So any ally of the United States, or any business for that matter that does business internationally, they need to use the dollar as the currency to buy and sell their goods and services with the USDA, or the American dollar. What's happening now, the scary thing that's happening now, is that the Treasury is actually pumping trillions of dollars, and not just printing, but actually digitizing it, or just adding a couple more zeros or quite a few zeros digitally onto their computers, and having that exchange lines or swap lines with friendly countries that are allies of the United States, where they're able to pump money, American dollars, into their economies in order for them to buy and sell, or keep I guess you can say, keep the train going. But because, as the observation you pointed out, it would be nice, you can say you can go to work, but realistically, there are a lot of economies that are shut down because of COVID, and essentially what the government is asking people to do is to keep spending.
Yes.
Here's the money. Keep spending, but don't produce anything. That's the dangerous thing. Where the United States has become a consumer economy opposed to a economy that actually produces anything. And the problem with that is that we use more than that we produce. And the problem there is that, economically speaking, that doesn't work. It's not sustainable. At some point, it's gonna crash. And if we're smart about our things, or if we take a little bit of time to understand that, there's no reason why you shouldn't hedge against this by buying physical assets that can hold you down for the long haul.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's the tip that I would be giving people right now. I mean, I'm no financial advisor or anything. This is just for educational purposes, or I guess you can say entertainment purposes. Please go with your broker or to your brokerage, whoever you do business with, or your financial advisor, your fiduciary, whoever does your money.
The word of the day, though. That word of the day.
And please, talk to them, figure out what you need to figure out, and take action as soon as possible. Again, one thing I would strongly advise would be, if you do end up buying any physical, precious metals, that, be it gold or silver, don't tell anyone. That would be my first suggestion. Don't tell anybody, because at some point, people are going to find out that the dollar crashed, or whatever happens, and then you're asked out with no money, and you're one of the few people on your block with a little bit of gold or silver that actually has some sort of monetary value. You're going to want to use it those crucial times. So that's probably more so what I want, like my point that I wanted to get across.
You know,
Yeah,
something else that sorry to interject, but
Yeah,
just
no.
before the I don't I mean powers that may be, I don't know what's going on, like it's been going for a while though, two competing economies, right, or with countries with different ideologies that have been working together for years, at least since the 80s or late 80s, and has this the United States is like for a while after World War II, right, acquired the responsibility or the mantle of responsibility of being like the police officer of the oceans of the world, right, after World War II, and that gave it that position that it's in right now to have a big being the bill or the dollar bill to be the main way to use to be in the market in the world, right? Which gives this country a big boost compared to other countries, fortunately or unfortunate for those countries. And for years they've been stable, but recent movements that's been going on in the Pacific, right, has been causing, and you know what country I'm talking about, right? U.S. and another country, and the other country.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, if I may, to be quite honest, like whatever trade war we're having or the United States is having with any other country, that again, we can make it political or we can make it economic.
I don't want to. I'm just saying like economic.
No, but at the end of the day, I mean, we got to call it out for what it is.
True.
The United States has those two opposing, I guess you can say, political positions or outlook. With the Democratic Party or the Republican Party having two different set of, I guess, aspirational goals for our economy and for trade with other countries. I guess you can say, unfortunately, the United States have made pretty distinct and pretty weird, I guess you could say, decisions as far as trade and the laws or rules and regulations between countries, especially countries that we all know aren't democratic, they're communists. And for us to, or for the United States to think that, oh yeah, no, we're gonna trade with you on the off chance that one day you'll see how great our system is and hopefully you'll change your ways and become democratic like we are. But it hasn't happened. It won't happen.
Gone worse.
And
some might even say, yeah.
So I mean, I think competition is good because that drives up, people's intellectual or, just quality of life services and products that we can get, because everybody's, trying to make something great for cheaper. I mean, that's great for
a competitive price. Yeah.
Right. That's great for consumers. But when your country is a consuming country and it doesn't produce anything, again, that's a problem. This is why communist China has become the factory for the world, where right now, amidst, during this whole COVID situation, a lot of the pharmaceutical ingredients that we need or the world needs in order for the pharmaceutical companies to create vaccines, medicine, a lot of it is outsourced to China. They have that, I guess you can say, the chokehold or, the actual
we got the
raw
world
ingredients.
by the
Yeah, because they were given that ability to do that. Again, I think that's very poor organization and just a mismanagement of how to do business with other countries around the world. Again, we outsource all these things, or the U.S. has outsourced all these things to other countries when we have a great amount of plethora of raw ingredients and raw minerals and just a bunch of land that we can source our own type of raw materials in-house and not depend on anything else. But because we, I guess
we don't want to isolate.
No, more than anything, we don't want to do the heavy lifting anymore. I guess the U.S. Thinks it's better off. Oh well, they can do it for pennies to the dollar. Why not let them do it?
And it worked for years, like for at least 20 years.
It
since
did.
the 80s.
Well, one would say, oh, it worked. No, it really didn't work. We've kept up with inflation. They pumped just enough money so it doesn't seem like we're losing. But we really haven't done anything for us. They're literally putting more water into a bucket that has a hole. So
remember that analogy that I said about anime back in the day, like way back when we went to the movie theater? I feel like that analogy fits better with this than anime in general.
Yeah, I mean, again, there is no new story under the sun. All the stories have already probably been written. It's just a different take on it.
Yeah.
What I see right now is that, yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, the trade war, I think it's going to be short-lived as far as what's going to happen with trading between China and the world. Because at some point, people are going to have to ask the question, well, if China knew about this whole COVID situation, and instead of, taking responsibility and doing what they had to do or what they needed to do in order for them to isolate the situation and not spread it around the world, someone needs to take responsibility for for that. And I do know that the United States and a lot of their allies are going to put the pressure on China and be like, hey, that wasn't nice what you did. And for that very reason, we're not going to consume any more Chinese-made products or services. This is one of the reasons why Australia, India, and the United States have banned TikTok or are on. I know Australia.
India did. I know.
India banned TikTok, which is a service. So China has been very much about, this is what we want you to buy, our services, our goods. But when it comes to us using your services or goods, or more so your services, we don't want those over here. We're going to limit everything that, or we just outright will not accept what you're bringing over, and we'll try to, do our communist type of version.
Yeah.
Right. So that to me is like, all right, this is one of the reasons why I think Trump has done maybe not the best job, but he's been doing a good job on playing hardball with the communist country of China in order for them, or for the United States, to get a better deal, and
or the world in general.
Right. And during this whole COVID situation, I think a lot of the countries that ally with the United States are taking that same or a similar position. Again, in the news recently, or you can read articles about it now, the UK as a whole has decided to not use Huawei for their 5G technology anymore.
At all?
At all.
Yeesh.
So
but that's a good. No, it's a full-on change. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing in the sense.
No, I was saying the quality of it. Well, it wasn't bad. It was good.
The quality of the product probably was good, but again, as far as the situation goes, where drawing the line in the sand
it's very important
in some way, shape, or form. They're letting China know that, listen, we are more than willing to play ball, but you have to play by the same rules as everyone else. And again, in the situation everybody finds himself in, where everybody is in quarantine, and everyone is has a loved one, a family member, someone that that either caught the virus or died from the virus or something in between. And it's concerning that a country didn't have enough foresight, or didn't
we're indifferent, maybe, which I think is worse.
Irresponsible.
Yeah,
we're irresponsible on how they were handling the situation. And what's more concerning is, like, news comes out like how the WHO, to a certain degree, knew that China had a situation, had a problem, and instead of remedy, giving a solution, giving a remedy to the situation, they basically said, no, China's doing great. They've been doing what they were supposed to,
So
and
you're saying they're
lobbying,
playing ball? They're being lobbied more or less.
and they were
soft power.
lobbying.
Yeah.
They were lobbying in Congress to allow for Chinese international travel to continue. And that's what pretty much screwed up a lot of people's situations in different countries, because, at least here in the United States. And I mean, the result is what you see now. So I mean, they're gonna have to be held accountable to a certain degree for their. I mean, what can you call it? Their irresponsible actions.
Yeah.
And we can see this as a political situation or economical situation. At the end of the day, it's not a positive situation in any way, shape, or form. But again, I guess this can translate towards a way of, well, think about it now even harder. If you're gonna try to do business with a communist country, you thought that you were going to change it, or their way of life, by doing trade with them. Obviously that didn't work, so I guess the next step would be, don't trade with them. And it's hard to say, because none of the people that live in that country are guilty to a certain extent. They're part of the system, and they're, I guess, to a certain degree, not, the civilian doesn't know what the government doesn't want them to know. So I mean, to a certain degree, they're sheep in their own country. They're just being led by what the country, or the communist country, basically is telling them to do, or how to live. You
Or
never
what
say
to
anything
think.
bad. What to think? Yeah, when you have 3 cameras per person on the street in mainland, I mean, that's a scary thing, where they know what you buy, when you buy it, how much it was, and where you were at certain times, because they have 3 cameras per person over there in that country. So it just goes to show you, it's a different situation. And again, I think that's one of the great things about the United States, where we were given that option of never sacrificing our freedom for safety. So I mean, hopefully it stays like that. I'm not sure if that will change, but until now, I'm happy that it's not like over there. And hopefully, internationally speaking, things can get hashed out sooner than later, because,
And in a peaceful way, hopefully.
yeah, definitely in a peaceful way. But again, if if a little wine gets dropped from the
I'm just
from the
cringing,
wine
but I
cup,
think it's supposed to be serious. No, you're right.
hey, I mean, it's gonna happen. I mean, you can't. There's no way around, stepping on crumbs, or stepping on the pieces left on the floor after, a major move.
Eggs are gonna be cracked.
Yeah. So I mean,
Unfortunately.
nothing changes if nothing changes. And that, unfortunately, that's the state of dismay that we are found in. And next year might be great, like it could be the total opposite and not be great. But that all hinges on what, I guess you could say, political leaders, but more so also the individuals in each country, how they make I want to say a positive push to do certain things that maybe they weren't used to doing, to try to get a different result, and hopefully that perpetuates something positive in the country, at a local level, perhaps at the beginning, and then state level, and then international level, or country level at least.
The
But
big picture
again,
and the small picture at the end of the day.
yeah, definitely. You know, at this point, everyone's a human being, and there's no sense of you saying, "Well, I'm a Republican" or "I'm a Democrat," and it doesn't really matter at this point. We're all cooped up in our houses. We're trying to stay 6 feet away from each other. Wear a mask. Don't do this. Don't do that. There's a lot of don't do this. Don't do that. I mean, I remember, like, as far as I'm aware, I remember when the United States, wasn't scared to make mistakes, make or take risks to get a result. Times have changed a lot, but I mean, I don't think that it's truly the end of that type of mentality or era. But I mean, this whole situation doesn't help. And
Yeah.
again, what doesn't really help is people being cooped up for so long in their houses, not producing anything, not working, and having our economy just decimated by the pumping of trillions of dollars. Inflation. It's either inflation, hyperinflation, or deflation that's going to occur, and neither of those two extremes are good.
True,
Yeah.
true.
That's something we should be wary of.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's why.
Yeah. That I mean, I agree with this conversation at this point. Yeah, and it's just things are gonna change, but just things
Yeah,
aren't gonna be
look
like
at
they
it.
were. So
Yeah.
it's gonna change. Change happens at the end of the day, and
Yeah. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we're prepared enough.
yep, that's all we can do in the smaller picture, and maybe I mean, yeah, I think that's a good point to end on. We have to look out for ourselves and try to help other people in as an individual, and try to be positive, but also be realistic, right? That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, definitely. Realistically, we might see our dollar either go down the toilet, or we have enough, I guess, pull from around our allies around
Sway,
the world.
yeah.
Yeah, where the dollar will go up to astronomical highs because everybody's still using the dollar as the world reserve currency. And with the exception or exclusion of certain countries, we can still make this this roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
The
mean,
roller coaster of life.
yeah, well, economically speaking, hopefully, I mean, again, if you have your situation, organized enough, even if the dollar tanks, hopefully you'll have enough assets to ride the wave. But I mean, the other extreme is that, economically speaking, with the help of all the allies who are asking for these currency exchanges or swaps between the United States and our allied countries that need the dollars, everybody pitches in to try to do something about it. The dollar is going to go up in price. So, I mean, you have two lines of thinking. There's a bunch of people out there that have either or of this way this way of thinking about how the dollar is going to do in the next week or so, next month or so, even till next 6 months from now, 12 months from now. So we'll see.
Totally unknown. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. But again, it's nice to be diversified where you have actual physical assets. And if you want to hold a lot of, or you want to be, cash heavy, be cash heavy. I mean, maybe you'll see an opportunity because the dollar tanks or because the dollar goes up in value and everybody is has their money, set aside in a different way where they're not liquid enough, or they're not they're not liquid enough or fluid enough to actually use that liquidity to pay something, buy a business or real estate or whatever the case is. But I mean, those are just things that you should be looking out for right now. Good deals coming up, hopefully.
Yeah.
But
I'll be right back.
yeah, sorry about that.
No, no.
Uh,
I'll be right back. I think someone's calling me. I'll be right back. Be right back. Yeah,
no
I'll be
problem.
back.
The whole
Meantime,
way.
anime news.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry about that, bro. So right now,
that's fine.
I'm in the middle of watching second episode of The God of High School.
The second one? Oh, yeah.
The second episode. Yeah, so I do believe there's 4 episodes out right now. I'm watching
And
the
there's three or
second
is it
episode.
4?
I mean, I'm on Crunchyroll, and it says 4. Unless one of the episodes was a recap episode, or I don't know if it was the making of God of High School.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
It's one of them is like behind the scenes.
Okay, so then I'm on the second episode right now, which is a regular episode, and I'm like 8 minutes in, and again, straight hands, my friend.
Just pow.
How? I mean, right now, I paused the episode where they're looking for the girl's sword. I forgot her name. Bad with me.
I forgot her name.
Yes, but they're looking for her sword.
Oh,
that
Mira.
got dropped. Mira. Yeah.
Mira, yo.
Mira, yo. So she dropped her sword inside the lake or over the bridge, the water.
Yeah.
So they're pitching in to help her look for it, and I paused it right there just so I can get on the feed right now on the podcast. But before watching the second episode, I watched 2 episodes of the Demon Lord Misfit, and I want to say that the story is getting quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very entertaining.
Did you watch what's it called? ReZero?
I haven't even watched it. I was gonna tell both of you. I mean, for the ecchi comedy relief type of anime, the suggestion would be Peter Grill.
Peter Grill?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I think it's alright.
I think it was funny like that. I just saw the first episode and I was laughing, bro. I was laughing because I was like, this is ridiculous. What? My man said, I have a fiance and she's so good. She's so pure. And my man, if my man ends up next to 2 ogre girls. Yeah.
What?
Oh, so Marcos.
Yeah.
So I paused the episode of The God of High School. Episode 2. So
Okay.
I'm watching the second episode.
Yeah.
And previously, before watching this, I watched 2 episodes of the Demon Lord Misfit, which is the story is getting quite good, and I do highly recommend if that type of genre is your thing. But if you want your ecchi comedy relief type of anime, I would say the recommendation here would be Peter Grill.
Peter Grill?
Yeah. Peter
Okay.
Grill.
Okay.
I think a better ecchi would be for me personally was the Monster Doctor.
Oh, I haven't even watched that.
That's really good.
The big question
I'll
is
probably
it
watch
dubbed?
that.
It's only 2 episodes in, but it's not that bad.
Okay.
I don't think it's dubbed yet. I think it's just
No, none of them are dubbed.
subtitled.
It's subbed, right?
Yeah, it's only subtitled right now. I haven't seen any simulcast as far as those shows go. The new season has been. I guess
Crunchyroll has been stepping up its dubbing.
The
though.
hands.
The hands.
The hands is too much. They're like, no, we can't do that. Look how many hands are going through.
No, I don't think a lot of dubbing or simulcasting has been going on because of the COVID situation.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I think I'm not even sure. Japan has been doing a better job of controlling their COVID situation over there, even after their second wave of COVID hit over there. But what's it called? The anime I was telling you about, Peter Grill, I think it's just hilarious. As far as what I've seen recently, it was just the first episode, and I thought the whole thing was just at first I was at first I thought I was gonna be turned off by the actual animation. I mean, the story might be okay, but the artwork looks borderline wonky. Like they had not the A team drawing their the actual animation, but once the story progressed, like you could see why the animation was made the way it was, because the story is just so ridiculously funny.
I mean, for me, it's mostly like the white like blur that they put on
the sun glare.
Yeah, they're like no, and that's like watch out. It's like they take their paint brush and go watch out. There we go, and then watch out there.
You know what I just remembered? Now that you mentioned the glare, Josue, it's right now. I'm on my Surface, and I got what's it called? An email with recommendations and promotions for their Internet Explorer. So,
are you gonna click on it?
So, just hear me out for a second. Because I have a Surface Microsoft product, it's already pre-installed Internet Explorer, and the browser is the automatic Bing web page. So I use it because it's already there. It's convenient, and I've been racking up the points and accumulating points for their Microsoft rewards or whatever the case is. So the latest one that they were giving is the sweepstakes for a bundle for the what's it called? What's the game that Keanu Reeves was like the protagonist
Cyberpunk?
For? Cyberpunk. So they have a Cyberpunk promotional bundle from Microsoft with the 360 controller for your Xbox, the game, I think the stand, and other goodies that they have for that special bundle. And you can trade in points for an entry. So I think I did like over 50 for that particular one, because I've been just racking up points. Now they have other Surface products and Microsoft products bundle sweepstakes that they're also promoting. So I did like a couple 50 entries for each of the ones that I liked, and then they had a little rotating bar with the different things that they have, like I guess as a promotion or sale for their Microsoft store. And one of them was the animation corner or whatever, the anime corner. So they're heavily discounted HD quality anime shows and movies that you can definitely purchase, and it's a real good bargain, bro. Like, it's a phenomenal bargain for the things that you can buy. So just real quick, a season of how much would you pay for a season of High School DxD? Just a quick question.
The Blu-rays, or
the Blu-rays, or like digital copy?
Yeah, that's my
obviously
question.
a digital copy.
Yeah, $10.
I'd say 20.
You would pay 10. You would pay 20. All right. So can you give me a ballpark number for how much it would cost? Regular price, HD quality of a whole season of High School DxD.
Why not use a reference for like?
Would you like a lifeline?
Yes, please. Personally, what about you, Josue?
No, I'm gonna say 15.
I'm gonna say $60 if they were like raw.
Oh,
straight,
I mean, like
without the discount.
Well, no, because it's a digital copy, because so they have to be cheaper. So I would say like around $15 to $20.
15 to $20. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
drum roll.
all right. So if you wanted one season, be it 1, 2, 3, or 4, If you would want to buy one of those, it's $24.99.
I was okay. What
Damn.
so I was that's without the
For a whole
discount or
season?
with the discount?
That's without the discount. That's a regular
What?
price for a season.
For digital copy.
For a digital HD quality copy.
24
That's a rip.
episodes or 12.
All right, so
But this
just
is why we
quick,
got Kiss Anime.
okay, so
I'd say
hear me
it's
out.
worth it.
Season 4 has 13 episodes. Obviously, you buy it and you have HD quality. You have the English audio plus the Japanese original. But get this. How much do you think it actually costs with the heavy discounted?
I feel like you're getting to the point of how much would it be for the
It's like
uncensored?
$3.99.
$3.99 would have been great. All right, so
$5.99 or $4.99.
a little higher than that.
10.
10?
A little lower.
$8.99?
Nice, guys. You got it on the ball right there. $8.99.
That's more than half. That's like
All
a
right.
40, 50, 60% discount.
$8.99. So
yeah, it's
$9
six-
versus 25.
It's 60%
Yeah.
for the discount, right? But now get this. It's uncut.
Uncensored, you mean?
Well, it says uncut. I don't know if it's uncensored. I haven't watched
He's like, I haven't tested it yet.
I haven't.
That's why I was asking before. Is it uncensored or uncut?
Ooh. Well, uncut.
Yeah, is it
that's
raw?
what it says.
Raw.
It's
Yay.
raw. Oh, it's always raw.
Raw
Well, as
or
far-
nothing. Ew, no,
man.
no,
What?
no.
Relax. This is family show, my friend. So the
Woof,
High
woof.
School DxD uncut. Pick your season 1 through 4. HD quality, $8.99 for the uncut version. 60%
Wait, you mean when you
discount.
say HD, you mean like 720 or 1080?
1080. Smart money would be 1080.
Well, I
it's
mean,
a
'cause, like,
1080. It's a 1080.
Some of them,
That's
when
what
they
they're
say
specifying.
Oh, okay. So when they say HD, they mean 720, and when
Yeah,
they say full
definitely.
HD, they mean 1080. But it's just what
I
I've
guess you
learned.
can. No,
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know.
You can. Well, you can say that it's ambiguous. They leave it at ambiguous. They don't tell you specifically how many pixels they're gonna burn through your TV.
Yeah.
All I know is that 60% discounted, and it's a whole season, 13 episodes, and it's the uncut version with both the English and Japanese. So you get to pick. So I went ahead and looked through the
Take a
catalog, and they had not the biggest selection of these 60%, but they had a couple of gems in there, like the One Punch Man, the Arifueta, the High School DxD. They had a bunch of also the movies, so like the Bleach movies, the Naruto movies, the recent the most recent, I guess you can call it, SAO movie for 60% off. So they're like $1.99.
The heffel?
Yeah,
A whole dollar?
I just-
99?
a whole $1 and some change.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
I mean-
speechless.
Yeah, for those who
Speech.
have, I guess, Microsoft products and are able to buy through Microsoft or from Microsoft Store. I mean, that's something you might wanna take advantage of right now, because I think it was only about 4 to 8 days they still had the sale going on. And again, I didn't know it until I actually entered the sweepstakes for the Microsoft product bundles that they were promoting. And that little banner where it said, "Oh, get your anime fix here, 60% off movies."
And then you went like,
anime."
and you
And I said,
went,
I wish,
wait.
I wish it would have been 69%
Wait, Marco, you have that one?
off. Jojo?
No, the, what's it called? The Undertale.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
You have it?
So really, really quick. let me just read one of the reviews left here for the season 4 High School DxD Uncut edition. This gentleman or man of culture is Luis J. Lifestyle. And the title he gave his review was The Plot.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
he gave
this guy's cultured.
and he
this
gave it a
individual.
4-star
Oh.
review.
Oh, he's like,
So,
nothing's
I
perfect
mean,
though.
The other two that were left here were straight up 5 stars. But but
They're men of culture.
Yes.
but Monsieur Lifestyle, I'll read what he wrote, and I quote: "I love fan service, however, gets a little out of hand. This absolutely NSFW. Be advised. If under 18, don't watch in front of friends or family, lest you be horribly judged." End quote.
Marcos, play the Undertale.
I don't have
Please.
that one.
Oh dang it, Marcos.
I need more suggestions.
Yeah, you do. You have it.
I do know it's the JoJo's, no?
No, it's not JoJo.
I don't
No?
know. No.
Dang.
Yes.
Hell yeah. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Oh man, so yeah, basically that's
You're gonna be
That's
washing
a
your hands
little,
after that.
that's a little I guess preview of what you might expect for this.
This would have been the
the
better
show.
review. Check it. Listen to this one.
Definitely.
Or nice.
But yeah.
Nice. I feel like imagine you're going into the Microsoft. You know, this is obviously fake because fake news because the stores. I think you can go to stores now, but you
Yeah.
walk in, you show your card, your receipt of purchase. I'm here for the goods, and the guy tips his hat or pushes up his glasses, his or her glasses, and walks to the back, brings you the bag on this that just says Microsoft with what with what would be the logo for with that little cat, Chinese or Japanese cat that has to bring money, like the Lucky Charm cat. And
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
But
The
it's
one
a
in
logo.
every
Yeah,
every
and-
store.
And with the Windows logo and like, here you go, ma'am or sir, whatever. Have a wonderful day.
Right,
And then
right.
leave.
And he leaves like with he puts on the roundabout as he runs away.
It's funny. So yeah,
And-
that's
Yep.
that's what I wanted to share with you guys as far as I guess deals and steals from Microsoft that during these crucial times, these economic
Hey, it's
hardships that
very
we're
crucial. It's very crucial.
having. Right,
Yes.
right. So yeah, get your $1.99 SAO ordinal scale movie if you want HD quality, or your $8.99 High School DxD uncut season 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Heffel, yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
You know, after watching all of High School DxD, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Nice.
what?
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
I see.
But yeah, I think that's it. For
お
today,
前
right?
はもう死んでいる。
And
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like that's a good way to close out, man. Main.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like a plan to me. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I enjoyed myself. Thank you again for taking the time.
Likewise.
I will, sign off for right now. I'll definitely get back into this anime watching session
Business.
I'm doing, and then I will update you guys on the next podcast episode.
I'll talk to everyone over here. Peace out, buttercups, and talk to you in the next installment of.
Jeff.
And I stopped the recording and off. Of ... with the roundabout. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.